Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Fermi Paradox. We have so many different societies to look after. We've got all of the Urbori societies here in the middle. The Doraloths have taken over the right side of the map here, and we actually have not one but two dinosaur setups here. One, the conglomerates back on Earth, and the other, the crowdsourced starship that's headed to make contact with the Urbori dog circuits. And up here, where are we? Here we are, the Rayo Republics. Nope, not the Rayo Republics. Where are... no knowledge. Oh yeah, that is the right one. Sorry, this one has no sapient life. This one does. Over here we have these guys. The Rayo. Anyway, but as we get into this, we're really focused mostly on how we can bring these guys to their final stages and get them all to talk, because we got 3 that are all at that singularity stage. Or 4? Is it 4 or 3? Yeah, you're at the singularity age here. Yep. So we've got at least 4 that are at the singularity age and 3 that are not far behind. So we're going to focus on seeing these guys through and making sure that they can survive it. Hopefully we get through the rest of this with everybody intact. Let's go take a look at the Doraloth mining base. A great war threatens Alpha Centauri. Unfamiliar chemicals in the environment cause strange mutations in the Doraloth on one colonial base. The mutants are hardier and seem better adapted to the alien planet, but their horrifying appearance sparks hate and fear in the other colonists. Whatever comes, I and mine will not go like lambs to the slaughter, but like tigers. Oh, from X-Men. Excellent. So interesting. So some people are getting better at surviving on the planet, and some are not. Let's see. So we could sue for peace here. We could have regular conflict. Only problem is our potential casualties are so bloody high with these guys. We're really at a risk with them, and their growth is at 0 at 1 million. So, even though it's going to cost us 40 synthesis, that's so much. But I'm hoping that maybe we can keep them alive. I don't know. So these are the Doraloth Century B. I think these are the ones that were the prisoners. The usage of plasma detonators during this war will wipe out the entire Doraloth population. So, actually, with either of these options, they will be dead. So, only peace will keep them alive. So, I'd say let's see about that. Studying the mutants' genetics allow colonial scientists to reverse the worst effects of mutation while keeping many of the benefits. Alright. Let's see if we can lower this potential casualty rate here. They establish a new faction. That'll go so well for them, I think. It's probably just going to cause more war. So now their growth is lower. I love that when question marks totally screw me. The colonial planners establish a protected land region in Proxima Centauri B. Let's go ahead and take a hit to the resources, just so we can gain some more synthesis back. And here we go. Starting to work on those potential casualties. Of course, dystopia is at an all-time high here. And if we can bring the growth up, that'll also help us can sort of keep them contained. Alright. Depopulation in Sirius. Oh boy. 11 smart... Oh, the smart buildings are back. Great. More of them. Why is everybody in these smart buildings that are eating them? Well, we're not going to have any way to save these people because we just spent so much to save those guys. Oh, only 10. I guess regular development is going to be our best option unless we go for massive depopulation. Which, honestly... So these are the Cyberclouds. These are the second group in the Sirius system. Honestly, depopulation wouldn't be terrible. It would lower their growth. That actually might help us overall. Because the resource scarcity is in 9 years. We're tiptoeing around disaster on a couple of these things. Spinning plates. I think let's take it. We'll add some synthesis back. Buggy AI corrupted the entire Siri system's smart building network over generations. Unable to deactivate it, the Erebori had to get used to the horrific reality of being murdered in their own homes. Or by their own homes, I should say. Okay. So we need to really focus on... Like I said, growth is down. Let's see if we can... We're going to have a problem with resource scarcity here. Oh, hi, dinosaurs. I'm glad you guys are doing okay. So they've reached the solar age. They're trailing along behind here. Oh my gosh, look at... They've got a cool, like, robo-jaw. Excellent. So I don't want to spend for wisdom here. I don't think we're going to take that. We could either take advancement, which is going to have to do with growth, or we could take power, which unfortunately would bring more dystopia, but we can grab the synthesis. I think let's go for that. A fleet of city-sized battleships patrolled the Sol system to ensure that colonies remain loyal to the government on Earth. Let's go for that. Alright, let's head back here. Oh gosh, who do we need to make sure survives? I mean, I don't think there's any point... Like, the Cyberclouds are going to have a crisis. And we're going to have to deal with that. So at this point, honestly... I'm just going to stick with these guys and try to lower their potential casualties, because most of it, they're okay as long as we can get this down. Otherwise, they're going to be completely destroyed. Alright, here's the resource crisis. I knew it was coming. Alright. Matter deposits are becoming scarce in the Sirius system. The effects of colonial consumption brought the Erebori civilization to a breaking point. While they are dealing with the resource scarcity, will the Cyberclouds find ways to prevent the complete exhaustion of their environment, or will they turn against each other? It is uncanny how aware most extinct sapient species were at the point of no return. Okay. So, we can go for war. We can go for crisis. Honestly, war might be an option. On the one hand, so resources exhausted after 100 years. That just jumped up. But on one hand, we would be taking a hit to how many Erebori we have. We would be taking a hit to the ethics and potential casualties. But we would gain, so we'd have 4.7 billion casualties. That's not terrible in the grand scheme of things. It's going to hit our resources as well, but overall, I think let's gain the synthesis back, and because they can actually take a hit there as long as they have the resources. So let's go and do that. Okay, 82 years. Let's bring their ethics up again. They discover a new creation pattern that allows them to design wondrous artifacts. Bump up the resources. No resource managements for the colonies. Alright, how are the Rayo doing? New technology. They've reached the Dune Ship age. Is this like is this really like a Dune reference here? Because, I mean, they are giant worms. The Rayo begin to spread across the desert world of Gilly Sea on great Dune ships. Oh, that's more like Star Wars and the Dune skiffs. Skipping across the sands at unheard of speeds, these new vessels greatly expand the reach of their Dune cities, opening up new possibilities for trade and exploration. The Dune ships carry wine and glass and gold, yes, but more than that, they carry knowledge. Interesting. Okay. I don't think we're going to take wisdom. Should we go for advancement, power? And we could, for these guys, honestly, I'm thinking harm potential is still pretty low. Ethical values, we're in the Utopia side. If we can hit the power a bit here, we can gain some synthesis and make sure that others survive. We'll kind of mine them for their resources, as it were. The Dune ships are fitted with deadly artillery and are used to shell enemy Dune cities. Countermeasures quickly arise, including devastating explosives buried beneath the sand. So instead of information, they're bringing death and destruction. Go and grab that in the Ross colony. Let's see if we can fix the Doraloth mining situation over here. Let's take a question mark. Okay. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Code talker circuits. Oh, that's a different planet entirely. They're in Rigal. The Code Talker Circuits develops a method to simulate years of imprisonment in the minds of convicts rather than housing them in physical complexes. A life sentence can be carried out within a few hours while the penalized feel the horror of being locked away for an eternity. Ooh, bizarre. The Infinity Prison. That's so bizarre. So you could deal with mentally what it's like to be locked in prison, but only a few hours have passed. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. That's such a weird dystopian thing to think about, because on the one hand, you come out of it and you go, okay, well, only a couple hours passed, but then you feel like you've lived a lifetime just like locked away. So that's kind of like being in isolation. Kind of lose your mind. Like literally what it says here. What if instead of protecting the public from dangerous individuals, we completely destroy the mental state of the criminals and then let them back out the next day? Bizarre. Bizarre concept. Okay. We can prevent it. We can have regular development. The problem is we're such high in dystopia over here. The punishment is only reserved for very serious crimes, while traditional rehabilitation is used in other incarcerated code talkers. I think we're going to take the middle ground there. Ugh. Down goes the dystopia. I think they actually have the lowest dystopia now. Can we defend ourselves from malignant synthetic life forms created by alien species? Well, can we? Okay. Alright, I think we're going to head back over here. Let's check out the mining base, see if we can get more resources for them. No, those... Oh, the resources did just go up. That's good. New resource management. Okay. So our hope is that we can bring that up. Oh, never mind. Oh, wait, no, this is the network shroud, so it's completely different. That's Seti. Oh, boy. Matter deposits are becoming scarce. The effects of colonial consumption brought the Doraloth civilizations to a breaking point. While they are dealing with the resource scarcity, will the network shrouds find ways to prevent the complete exhaustion of their environment, or will they turn against each other? Alright. Precaution. Well, we're kind of 50-50 nearly here anyway. We could take this hit, but I don't want to really hit the resources. Let's roll the dice and see about this. So scarcity causes discord and competition among the Doraloth. Knowledge diminishes while the network shrouds of Seti compete for the dwindling resources. Hostility. Well, that worked out well, it seems. With ingress matter becoming rare, the Doraloth network shrouds are preparing for the worst and protecting the vanishing resources. AI commandos are deployed next to vital self-replicating extractors, and the inhabitants of Seti are too busy preparing for conflict to tackle the root of the scarcity crisis. Ew. Ours is a world of nuclear giants and ethical infants. We know more about war than we know about peace, more about killing than we know about living. Yikes. Well, how are we getting out of this? So, all kinds of hostility. We can go total war, which is going to decimate, or we could go regular hostility, which is going to take a little hit to our tech. Honestly, we should go for it. It's a 0 cost right now. So it'll take a little hit to our tech, a little hit to our harm potential here. Some network shrouds gather their AI commandos near vital self-replicating extractors as the scarcity of ingress matter leads to the abandonment of true AIs. So they're covering their losses, as it were. Okay. Let's see here. Taking some question marks, seeing if this will help us at all. Colony decline reduces the Doraloth population in the Alpha Centauri system. Colonial factions of the Alpha Centauri system demolish many Doraloth colonial soldiers. Alright, how's the cyber colony doing? Paradigm shift. Oh boy. The Ross colonists are forming a new belief system. The long journey towards their new home and the transformative first years of the colony inspire the Erbori to adopt a new faith. Is a differential Science is a differential equation. Religion is a boundary condition. Interesting. Oh, that was by Alan Turing. I like him. Anyway, so we could have cultural ascent, cultural descent. I'm trying to think what would be best here, and that's 60. That is so much. That is so much synthesis. Ugh. So on the one hand, we could have cultural expansion. They're doing okay on the resources, so we could go that route. That is just so much. I don't know if I can take that cost. And of course the problem here being that we'd overshoot our potential casualties here. You know what I'm thinking though? I'm thinking if we take cultural expansion, it might actually help us because we'll gain more growth. We'll kind of shoot up here. Yes, we're going to be taking a hit to our resources, but we'll see how that happens overall. Maybe it'll lower our potential casualties. Maybe not. We'll find out. A deep adoration of the crew of the crowdsourced starship forms into a new religion. The colonialists established traveler churches all over Virgo, worshipping the captain and the long journey that brought the Erebori here. Okay. So, that's going up. Resource scarcity is going down. Of course, we expected that. But in thousands of years, I think we'll be okay. If we could just lower the potential casualties here, that would be great. And then maybe pull down the growth overall here as we start to continue to grow. Okay. Oh, no way. Final technology in Rigal? The Ansible network. Highly advanced artificial intelligences in the Rigal system use an immense amount of energy to guess the parallax states of their artificial intelligence counterparts in other systems in the galaxy. If this technological gambit is successful, instant communication between all civilizations and starships would be possible. Huh. So this could be that end game. Okay, well, let's see. Do we have enough for it? We have 99 synthesis. Oh, great. So we have a gamble no matter what we do. So we have an Ansible overload, which would cause harm. Galactic Discord, which would cause problems. And then we also have the galaxy is in concert. The artificial intelligence of Rigal transform into a galactic hub of the Parallax Ansible network, and every civilization is connected on a galactic level. That's 50% chance of this. So I'd say let's go for it. Let's roll the dice. We've done it. Our story ends here. Let's see what happened. The Galactic Understanding. The Code Talker Circuits opens galactic society to intellectual convergence. Light years apart, but instantly connected, the stars and their inhabitants enter an era of hope and harmony. Well, we'd done it. It was so funny. Because we had so many of them at Singularity at the same time, it essentially was able to connect all of those societies together and create harmony, which is so much nicer than the ending we got last time. So much interconnectivity. I only wish that we could have had the dinosaurs meet up with an alien race, because we never really had that. We had them hearing from other alien races by getting the televangelical beam or radio beam out into space. But we never had anybody actually go to a planet that somebody was currently living on. We had one that it went to a planet where somebody had died on. Actually, there was only one species that went extinct. We did pretty good overall maintaining the aliveness of every species in the galaxy, with the exception of one. But overall, very pleasant experience. We did pretty good holding everything together. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this series. We've come to the another ending of the playthrough of the Fermi Paradox. If you'd like to see some of the other content that I'm putting up on the channel, we've got lots of different roguelikes and other things going up. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon to be notified of new videos like this video so it shows up in the YouTube algorithms. And as always, folks, I will see you in the next game.